Girard 72 and Salem 67. And it looks like they're still going to attempt the field goal. This is going to be a 22-yard attempt. Rafferty will be the holder. And it's just inside the right hash mark. They'll spot it at the 12. Ergang has had a good season kicking the football this year.
It's a strange angle, though, for the rating.
The flags are down. The kick is up. It is good. Let's hold on and see what the flags are all about. For Ergang, if it counts, it'll be his third field goal of the year. He has one from 23 and 29 already. This one of 22. Procedure against the Indians. So the Quakers will take this. He had plenty of leg for the kick. It actually makes the angle better.
Yeah, he was kicking that from a strange angle, but he did hook it inside there, so he will have to re-kick from a little further out.
Girard coaching staff coming halfway out onto the field, talking with the official. Apparently, whatever they called, the Indians staff did not agree with. So it now brings the football back to the 10-yard line. Still some confusion. Salem on top 7-0 as we are just starting the second quarter. Well, Girard is still pleading their case.
You're not going to win.
So
they'll make it, what, a 27-yarder now?
So Ergang again will set the tee down. Rafferty is set to hold it. Right-footed soccer-style kicker. There we go again. Good snap. Rafferty's hold. Kick's got the leg, and it is good. 11:53 to play here in the first half, and the Indians are on the scoreboard, although the Quakers kept them out of the end zone. It is now Salem 7 and Girard 3. You're listening to high school football on WSOM.
I think this is the first week the officials have given me enough time to actually read that in one piece.
12-play drive, 59 yards, 6 minutes and 22 seconds. Ergang's 27-yard field goal has made it 7-3. And the Quakers, as Ergang kicks it short, this is going to bounce. This could be dangerous. Oh, it bounced into the basket of Fritz, breaks a tackle, now up the middle of the field and slips down at the 32. That was ugly.
A fortunate bounce for Salem. If that had just died there, I think Girard may have gotten it.
Had it bounced sideways or back toward the Indians' kicking unit, they would have had that football.
Yeah, that's a lesson there. The Quakers, I think, just assumed it was going deep. I think no matter where you're lined up on that kick receive team, you got to keep your eye on the ball, know where it's going.
So
they were actually running away from it.
Quaker offense back onto the field. First down and 10 from the 32-yard line. Two wideouts to the near side, Hughes and Jones. It'll be Humphreys up the middle off the right side to the 35 and dropped quickly at the 36-yard line with the tackle made by Satorovich. Second down coming up and about 6 yards.
Well, Salem scored the touchdown, and then Girard comes back with a nice drive to answer with a field goal. Now let's see if the Quakers can answer that field goal with some points of their own. Like we said, this could be a high-scoring game, and you don't want to get behind losing a possession without scoring.
Call it 2nd and 5. And Humphreys to the left side this time. Nowhere to go, and this time he's going to be dropped backwards. Tom DePerac in there makes the tackle, and Humphreys is going to lose at least 4 yards on the play, maybe 5. 3rd and long coming up for the Quakers.
Well, when Humphreys made his cut, he cut right into a block and a pile of traffic, and he just bounced off that and fell down. So it'll be a 3rd and a long 9.
Coming in, Humphreys 42 carries for 313 yards, averaging over 7 yards a carry and a pair of touchdowns. The runs of 85 and 58, averaging 104 yards a game. But now it's 3rd down and 9. The Quakers need the 42-yard line. Martin drops straight back, throws out of the backfield. Humphreys the catch at the 30, looking for some room. 35, puts his head down, bounces off of that tackle, and now will be dropped at the 38-yard line. Rafferty makes the tackle short of the first down by 4 yards, and the Quakers will be forced to punt. Also, J.R. Long on the tackle.
Well, everything looked pretty well on that once Martin got the ball to Humphreys, but he had only Josh Hendershot out in front of him and about 3 Girard players there that Hendershot had to take care of, and he couldn't quite get them all. So the Quaker drive comes up about 4 yards short, and they will be forced to punt for the first time tonight.
First time in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Kick by McMillan, a low liner that will bounce at the Girard 38 and will come to a stop at the 32.
And it looked a little rusty there.
30-yard punt.
Nice roll.
No return. Indians take over. 9:34 to go here in this second quarter.
And don't forget, Quaker fans, you want to talk about tonight's football game, tune in to WSOM AM 600, the Quaker call-in show right after tonight's game. Call 337-7764. That's 337-7764. The Quaker call-in show after the game till about 11 o'clock here on WSOM.
So the Indians take over. 3 plays and out on their first possession, and they go 12 plays and get a field goal. Now it's from the 32-yard line, 1st and 10. And in motion, Zupo. Trouble with the handoff, but it's given to Long. Long to the 35. Crossed it. And it's going to be about a gain of 5 on 1st down.
Nice handoff. That play had the potential to be disaster. There was a little confusion and ball bobbling back there, but Long fortunate enough to cradle and get decent yardage. Maybe even 6 on that play. He's 2nd down and 4.
Quakers have Murray, Hoffman, Kolich, Wilson, and Williams up front, with Morrison and Stockton, the linebackers, as Zupo comes in motion. And 2nd down gives to Long up the middle. This time they've got him slowed down, but still will find his way forward for 2 yards to the 40-yard line. Quakers have Bizon, Williams, Jones, and Hendershot in the secondary. 3rd down and 1 coming up now for the Indians.
So far tonight, Girard 1 of 3 on their 3rd down conversions.
Quaker defense going to try and come up with a stop right here.
See if Kagi keeps this one again. He's had some good success right up the middle.
Opponents are rushing for 157 yards a game against Salem in 3 weeks. Long the single back, wide receiver split to each side. Long right up the middle, now comes off left tackle, breaks 2 tackles, 40, 45. Hendershot will drive him out of bounds at the 50-yard line. Also got help from Donnie Wilson, but not until Long had 11 yards and a 1st down.
Good execution, just brought it to the outside and ran it right into the Quaker bench, where he didn't get much help in slowing down. But that ball will be sitting right on midfield at the 50.
So the 5th first down of the game for the Indians, all via the rush. And as Gary mentioned, right at midfield, Alexander and Rafferty split to the left, 2 tight ends with Long, the fullback. Zupo will go in motion to the right. Rafferty turns, or I should say Kagi turns to the right, hands it off to Long, and Morrison wraps him up. Jim Morrison makes the tackle. Should be a loss of a yard on the play. Come from his linebacker position, got through there and made the tackle.
Oh, a beautiful tackle from Morrison, open field, and that's a load to bring down too. He just spun him around, got him dizzy, and threw him down. The key to this Girard team, I'm sorry, Todd, they let the opponent score often and early in the first half, but the second half is when they get real stingy on points and they score a lot of their own. They've scored 27 points alone in the fourth quarter and only have given up 7. So the key to Girard is get on them in the first half, and the Quakers right now just up 7-3.
7:15 to play in this opening half. Datchik split to the left. And Rafferty to the right. Long. Play fake. Kagi now rolls near side. Throws for Zupo. Incomplete. Good coverage by Eric Davis. He was going to make the tackle right away. The pass is incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 11.
Good defense from Salem. He had Jason Murray, and he's a tall kid there at 6'3", in the face there of the quarterback. He stuck his arms up, made him lob that ball overworth, and then a nice finishing tackle by Eric Davis when that ball bounced off the receiver.
Opposing quarterbacks are 24 of 48 coming into tonight for 241 yards, a touchdown. The Quakers have picked off a pair of passes. And a whistle slows things down. Timeout Indians. 7:05 to play here in this first half. 7-3. Quakers are on top. You're listening to high school football on WSOM. And with 3 wide receivers to the left, the 2 tackles got a running start. I don't know where they were going, but this ball had definitely not been snapped.
No. So that'll just make things even worse. And the Quakers are now going to change up their defense a little bit. Bring out some of the linebackers, put in the little safeties there, play a little dime here.
Now Wilson and Collins check out, and Humphreys and Angelo checked in. Alexander comes to the near side along with Jeff Doran. And Kagi looks, they set up the screen to Rafferty with the catch. Morrison can't bring him down, 45-50. Rafferty spins up the middle of the field right at the first down marker where Davis and Williams bring him down. Boy, some nifty running by Rafferty. He's going to be close to the first down.
That play all depended on Morrison there, and if he could stop him, and Morrison dove and tried. And after that, it was a nice run there, and it's going to be very close. I thought he had it, but looks like we may have to bring out the sticks to measure. Even if they didn't get it, and this would be a tough call. It'd be 4th and inches.
6:45 to play here in the first half. Salem leads by a 7-3 count. We'll join A.J. McLeod in the WSOM High School Sports Studio for the Pizza Hut halftime report. And the sticks are out. He's short.
Decision.
You got to go for it here. It's too close. You got to go for it. 15 yards on that pass play. 4th and inches coming up.
Well, you don't get it, though. You give the Quakers pretty good field position with the ball on the 40. But you're right, Todd. You can't get a half an inch here. Got no business even thinking about it. So big play here. The Quakers want to get a strong surge off the line of scrimmage and try and get a loss on this play.
Opponents are 0 for 1 on 4th down attempts this year against Salem. Now we've got a mix-up as far as the play, maybe. No, they don't have the right personnel out there. 2 wideouts to the right, Kagi. And now the Indians are forced to burn a timeout.
Ouch.
Well, let's see if A.J. McLeod is sticking around the WSOM High School Sports Studio. If A.J.'s there, he can let us know what's going to be coming up at halftime. Thank you, AJ. And following tonight's game with the Quaker Call-In Show, we hope to hear from you at 337-7764. And AJ will have complete and final scores on all the games in the Tri-County League. First week of league play in most conferences. And there are 2 games tonight in the Metro Athletic Conference, Gary. Howland and Poland tonight. An intriguing matchup tonight up in Poland.
Well, I'll tell you what, most people really thought that Poland and Salem would be the class of the MAC this year, but shoot, when the state rankings came out, who was the only ranked team?
The Howland Tigers.
Howland. And they come in at a pretty strong 10. So that's an intriguing matchup, and that is at Poland tonight.
Capizzello to the near side, Alexander to the right, long the single back, 2 tight ends on 4th and inches. From the 40, Kegi will take it himself. He's got it, even though he slipped coming out of the blocks. 2 yards and the first down as they move the sticks for the 6th time tonight.
Well, they got the first down, but they had to blow a timeout to get it. So they are down to 1 timeout here in the remaining 6.5 minutes of the second quarter. And the Indians trying to take the lead here. Quakers up 7-3.
So they spot it at the 39-yard line. First down and 10. And the Indians are trying to drive and take the lead. Alexander left, Rafferty to the right. Now again, the motion man is Adam Ergang. And they'll run the option to the right. Kegi will keep it to the right side. Ball's on the ground, and it's going to be recovered by Ergang, the tight end for the Indians at the 32-yard line. Kegi was popped, and the ball came out of his basket, and the Indians are fortunate.
Boy, that's twice now. The Indians have been Johnny on the spot. Girard now with 2 fumbles, but they have recovered both of them. Quakers getting some pressure on the ball, but actually moved the ball ahead a little bit. That'll make it a 2nd and short, 2nd and 3.
Alexander to the left. To the right is Rafferty, long the single back. Kegi drops back, delay fake, rolls left, throws, and incomplete, looking for Ergang at the 20. Coverage by Hendershot, but pressure by the Quakers forced Kegi to throw it sooner than he wanted.
Yeah, Murray just right up the middle there. He had to hesitate there, see if Kegi was going to take off or pitch that ball, but once he found out it was going to be a pass, he got right in there and disrupted the throw. So this will be a key 3rd down here, 3rd and 3. And Girard on the night, 2 of 5 on their 3rd down conversions.
From the 31-yard line, Doran will come to the left, and Rafferty splits to the right. Ergang and Zupo are the tight ends. Now Zupo will go in motion to the right. On 3rd down and 2, they'll give it to Long. First down across the 29-yard line, although the Quakers had 3 players stand long up. Jones, Hendershot, and Davis all on the tackle, but it's going to be enough for the first down.
Yeah, the forward progress before the Quakers could get there was enough for the first down.
So a gain of 3. And Long on the night, 13 carries for 49 yards. As he has been a load tonight. And the Indians move the sticks. That actually ended up being a lot closer than I thought it was going to, but it was enough for the first down.
That's why I was almost taken aback there. I was going to say but the spot was just enough. So the Quakers had started off defensively, making Girard go 3 and out. The next drive, Girard goes down the field, and here goes another one for an attempted score.
Already 11 plays on this drive. Zupo in motion right to left. Kegi pitches it to Long with some room to the 30-yard line, upfield 25 to the 21-yard line. Got through Bizon. Now a late flag. Hendershot made the tackle for Salem, and this can't mean anything good to get for Salem here.
Now, when it's that late after the play and you're on defense, odds are, oh no! Well, it's a hold on, Girard. Go figure. That flag must have got stuck in his pants or something like that. Because
apparently so.
That was a late call.
Well, the Indians had to be thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
So a 7 or 8 yard gain is nullified.
Well, thank you very much. Go the Quakers.
So a 10-yard penalty.
It's from the spot of the foul, too, and that was apparently way down there toward the end of the play.
So it brings up first down and 12 from the 31-yard line. Wipes out the 7 or 8 yard gain by Long on another good run. Datchik splits left. Rafferty slot right. Alexander is wide to the right. Kegi on first down. Play fake to Long with plenty of time. Throws over the middle right into the hands of Hendershot at the 12. Up the left sideline. He could go, but he will be brought down and actually fumbled it out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Looking for Rafferty, who went right. Kegi threw it up the middle. They got their signals crossed somewhere, and Hendershot has his second interception of the year.
Thought Rafferty never turned around. That ball was in the air. Rafferty's still running. Hendershot, fortunately for Salem, turned around, caught that ball, and going back the other way. Rafferty, I think, still headed the other way. Mix up on the route there.
4.5 to go in the first half, and Salem suddenly energized by the interception by Hendershot. Quakers wing T offense, send Hendershot in motion to the left. Martin on first down and 10 from the 37-yard line. Play fake twice. Martin rolls right with room. 40-yard line midfield, and he'll be brought down right there. First down on a gain of 11 at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a new wrinkle. We really haven't seen Jim run too often this year. And he's done it twice here tonight, and both times with good success.
Quakers pick up a first down and 10 from the 49.
Quakers would love to get another score on the board here before halftime. 4:15 to go. Ball sitting just shy of the half 50-yard line.
Martin, play midfield. 45. It's a great block to the 40 down to the 37-yard line. Colich makes a fine block. No, correct that. Lucas. Great block downfield and another first down.
Now, isn't this old Minerva High philosophy? You run it till they stop.
That's what Coach Johnson always told me. If they can't stop the way, we saw that with the option play last week with Liverpool.
Martin just dropping back, sees open field. That time he had to elude at least one Girard defender, but he's getting double-digit yardage on every run.
So first and 10 from the 37. After the 14-yard gain, they try middle of the back. It is rustled to the ground by Mark Zupo. Last week, that's how Humphrey scored his long run. Went up the middle, was nothing there, bounced it to the outside. Zupo with good containment didn't allow that to happen.
And Zupo, 6'2", 215. Humphreys felt that when he was bent backward on that hit. Bear hugged and brought down.
So no gain on the play. Heath Baker brings the Quaker line up to the line of scrimmage. Jones, McLaughlin to the right. Williams tight to the left. On second down, it's Davis, the fullback, finds a seam up the middle, 30. Still on his feet to the 25-yard line. Close to a Quaker first down, brought down by John Rassick. It is a Salem first down.
Well, the Quakers have another offensive weapon now that Girard has to guard against. That is the running now of quarterback Jim Martin, and I think that's gotten into the back of their minds. And so now you've got Humphreys, Davis, and Martin who could take off, and that time Davis found a nice hole right up the gut. Pretty good yardage there. Ball sitting on the 25-yard line with just under 3 minutes to go here till halftime.
12 yards for Davis on the carry. Jones to the right. Hendershot is in the wing on the left. It's Humphreys around left end. He's to the 25. Cuts upfield down to about the 20. Eric Davis tried to make a block that time on Zupo. Yeah. Zupo punished him, but he got in the way and allowed Humphreys to get upfield for 3 or 4 yards.
Well, Davis not that big at 5'10", 150, and we mentioned Zupo 6'2", 215, and ouch.
Quakers do have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Humphreys 8 carries, 50 yards here in this first half.
7-3 score. The Quakers looking for more.
Jones left, McLaughlin right. And off the left side, it's Davis nowhere to go this time. He's going to lose 3 yards. Great job by the left side. Adam Mesticelli looked like he got in the way. And also Ron Matthews going to be 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, it's really closer to 10 even, too. And Todd, this is the 3rd third down that the Quakers have had tonight, and it's been 3rd and 10, and this one basically another 3rd and 10. Clock ticking, 1.5 minutes to go.
Jones right, Hendershot in the slot. Now we'll go in motion to the left. And a quick hitch pass to Jones with the catch to the 20, but he's going to go no further. Forward progress will give him 4 yards, almost to the 20. Salem may use a timeout here, and they will. 1:12 once they get the clock stopped. 7-3 Salem. They've taken a timeout. You're listening to high school football on WSOM. Fourth down, Gary, and the Quakers are going to go for it.
Well, this is a 4th and 5, too, so it's not going to be an easy one. The Quakers on this season, once I flip my page over, 27%, 3 of 11 on 3rd down conversions, and they got all those last week against Liverpool.
Ball is on the right hash mark. Jones to the right. McLaughlin in the slot. Hendershot is tight to the left. Davis, Humphreys in the wing T. Quakers need the 15. Martin, straight drop back with time. Throws over the middle. Nobody there. It's incomplete as it was batted down by Dorn. Talk about miscommunication. Yeah. There was absolutely nobody there.
Well, 4 Indians. It fell right in the middle of all of them. So
Quakers turn it over on downs.
I half expected to see him just go tearing up the field. He has run with some success, so that'll move the stop the clock with the incomplete pass, the possession change here, and 1:06 to go until halftime, and Girard has to go 80 yards. Let's see what they do here. They've got 3 wide receivers out there, all to the left, or the right rather.
And Kinky's got a strong arm. Rafferty, Dorn, and Alexander are all to the right. And they'll hand it off to Long, right side, and Morrison and a partner have him wrapped up. Gain of about a yard on first down.
Well, Girard didn't have too many timeouts to play with, so that's just basically we're going to give up here and go into the locker room 7-3.
Gabe Williams helping out on that tackle as well.
They had to blow 2 timeouts early, so they only have 1 left, and they are in no hurry. Clock down to 40 seconds, knowing that they had to go 80 yards for a score. But you would have thought that they might have tried it because Kagi does have a strong arm. We've seen him fire some bullets out here.
Adam Ergang splits to the near side with Datchuk to the right. Rafferty in a slot to the right. And he'll come in motion. Watch some trickery, maybe.
Yeah.
Play fake. Nope, they're going to give it to Long. Long off the right side. Morrison again wraps him up. Eric Davis helps out. Across the 25 to the 27-yard line.
We'll do it.
Gain of 3 on the play. Now Girard will take their final timeout. 6 seconds left. We'll see what they've got up their sleeves. Quick timeout. Quakers are on top, 7-3.
To go, it's a 3rd down and 4, and oddly enough, Girard has called a timeout. Ball sitting on the Girard 26-yard line. The way they've been running the ball, we just figured that they would just run out the clock, but apparently they're going to try at least 1 Hail Mary here.
Throwing into a little bit of a breeze. It's almost a crosswind Alexander right. Make that Rafferty and Datchik also to the right. Long the single back. Quakers with just about 7 defensive backs. They swing it out to the right side. Rafferty's going to try and come to the near side. Quakers defense this pretty well. Rafferty spinning around, and he's going to lose 2 yards. That'll do it. So they tried one more play and see if Rafferty could create something. He could not. So the Quakers and the Indians come out in the first moments of the game, march the ball right down the field. Quakers scored on their first drive. The Indians scored on their second drive, and that's been it in this first half. Salem on top by a score of 7-3. A lot of halftime festivities coming your way as we'll check in with A.J. McLeod in the WSOM High School Sports Studio.